If the experts in the West think so, well, let them come up with a proposal to us and to the US. They can suggest kind of a technological experiment, kind of a high-tech fighting duel of the 21st century. They can designate a target, say in Kyiv. They can concentrate all of their air defense and anti-missile defense there, and we will strike it with Oreshnik. We'll see what's going to happen. We are willing to conduct such an experiment. Let's conduct this duel and look at the outcome. It's going to be interesting because it's going to be useful both to us and to the American side. Oreshnikov, Zvezda TV channel. I have to ask you about the statements we've been hearing from you over the last several weeks. You spoke about the first military test of Oreshnik. It seems as if it is a perfect weapon, even though in the West it's still dubbed as a modification of an old Soviet missile, saying that the air defense system can bring it down even at the moment of launch. Can you comment on that? And what about the sense behind the name of this Oreshnik? Because there are different theories as to why it received this name. First, whether that is an old weapon or new weaponry, it's a cutting-edge type of weapon. Of course, anything that is being done anywhere is based upon previous achievements, and then we make a step forward. And the same thing applies to Oreshnik. Yes, there were certain developments in the past, some of them dating back to the new Russian history, and based on that groundwork, our researchers and scientists have been thinking what else they can do. They talked to the client, namely the defense ministry, and it was even brought up to my level, and I weighed in on the final decision on whether this new missile has to be produced and in what volume. This is new weaponry, short range and intermediate range missile. You said that several experts in the West believe that it can be easily intercepted and destroyed, especially at the moment of launch. What can I say to these experts? The thing is, there are different types of air defense systems, because you should know that there are Patriot air defense systems, which there are also THAD systems. I don't know whether they have those in Ukraine. Maybe if Americans want, they can supply those systems. Let them. It's similar to our S-400, whereas the Patriot is more or less like S-300, whereas this new one, high altitude air defense system, is more or less like S-400. Let them do that, and we'll ask our guys in Ukraine to find some good solutions. Well, when I say our guys, I say that without irony, because there are those we can talk to in Ukraine, because there are many people in Ukraine who are dreaming of ridding their country of this neo-Nazi regime. But the thing is, THAD is basically an anti-missile system, and for many years before we had been asking the Americans not to deploy those systems, otherwise we would have to find systems that would allow us to penetrate those systems. You know, we had to come up with the Vanguard system, which is kind of a cruise missile which follows the landscape without going too high. So basically all of that is only leading to new expenses, especially for American taxpayers, without giving anything in return. That said, this system has been developed and deployed. There are 2 positions in Romania and in Poland, and there are 24 anti-missiles deployed there. I think they're called Standard 3. In Romania, it's the 1B modification with a 300-kilometer range, and it can intercept missiles at 80 to 250 kilometers of altitude. In Poland, there is a newer modification. It can intercept as far as 1,000 kilometers and at the altitude of up to 500 kilometers, whereas Oreshnik is an intermediate range missile, and it's 1,000 up to 5,500 kilometers. That's the range of Oreshnik. Now, just imagine, our system is deployed 2,000 kilometers away. Even if the anti-missile is deployed in Poland, it's not going to be able to intercept. They say that the missile is very vulnerable at the launching stage, but they won't be able to intercept those missiles so far. Moreover, the launching sites are protected. Moreover, it takes time for the anti-missile to get to the missile, but it takes several seconds, and then it's too late to catch or to intercept it. So there is, before the separation, so there is no chance that the missile is going to be brought down by the anti-missiles. So if the experts in the West think so, well, let them come up with a proposal to us and to the US. They can suggest kind of a technological experiment, kind of a high-tech fighting duel of the 21st century. They can designate a target, say in Kyiv. They can concentrate all of their air defense and anti-missile defense there, and we will strike it with Oreshnik, and we'll see what's going to happen. We are willing to conduct such an experiment. What about the other side? Are they ready? Well, we understand all of their anti-missile and anti-air defense systems are on high alert. They're ready. But, you know, what I've just told you is what I have learned from our engineers, from our scientists. And of course, the American political leadership also get their information from their experts. So let's conduct this duel and look at the outcome. It's going to be interesting because it's going to be useful both to us and to the American side.